Hi everybody, it's Jill here. So I really wanted to address a little tip here that's been floating around. It's a great one, and I know many of you use this little tip with great ease, and it's super easy and you have no problems. But I had somebody reach out to me and say, hey, I had a reaction to this. Do you have any other options that we can use to remove makeup from the lace fronts of our lace front wigs? I thought, oh yeah, there are lots of different options that you can use. And this is what I use. This is what I've been doing. It's very quick. It's very easy. I just toss it, throw it away. And I do it almost every single time I put a wig on because I like my lace fronts to be as, of course, you know, invisible as possible. And so we need to get the makeup off that lacing area so it will once again, you know, blend in to our skin. So we do, you know, have that invisible looking lace front that we all, you know, invest in with these wigs. So if you're kind of a newer wig wearer and you're finding that you can see your lace fronts, it's probably because you need to clean them and get the makeup off of them. Now, if you're like me, and I highly recommend that you wear your wigs as long as you can before you wash them. And so I go about 15 to 20 wearings in between generally before I decide, okay, I'm gonna have to, you know, wash my wigs now. Now, you know, there are exceptions like, if I feel like it needs more of a conditioning, the fibers are starting to look a little bit fuzzy and sticking together, then I'll condition it. I won't wash them, but I will do a conditioning wash in that fabric softener and I'll let it sit in there and I won't rinse that out, and that revives them. But and that's anytime you have your wig immersed in water is a great time to kind of take your fingers and gently, you know, get that makeup off around the lacing. But you know, we try to put off washing our wigs as long as we can. And so there are a few tips out there for dealing with that. And one of those tips is to use Windex. It works great. I have not tried it myself. I just know that my skin is quite sensitive and I'm not really 100% embracing that option. But a lot of people do, and it does work really well. So if you do, now this is the esthetician in me coming out, but if you do use the Windex to get the makeup off of your lace fronts, chase it with some water. You know, get another little spray bottle and have water in there, and then spritz it with the water, or at the very least put some water on a cloth and get the Windex product off of the lace once it's done its job and cleaned it. You know, that makes total sense to me, to use Windex, and I'm sure that it works really well. But this particular subscriber reached out to me and said, oh my gosh, I had a really bad reaction to doing that. And I noticed I was itching a lot up there, and it was really annoying, and she was at work, she couldn't take her wig off. So by the time she got home and was able to take off her wig, she was very pink and red and irritated up there. It made it really hard to, you know, wear her wigs the next day because it was still irritated. She had a reaction to a chemical, probably, most likely, in the Windex because she had just done it the night before and cleaned her wig off. So if you have sensitized skin, or you're just a naturally sensitive skin person, then I wanted to give you guys another option. And again, all you have to do really is to, if you do use the Windex, maybe you are having a tiny little bit of reaction, or you haven't used it because you're kind of a little bit afraid to do it, chase it with water, get the product off, and you will be fine. Just get off the Windex before you put it on, because you have to remember, when we sweat, you know, when we start getting overheated and we do start sweating, those little, it happens, you know, right around, of course, the hairline. So I think the combination between maybe sweating a little bit and then the residue of the Windex really caused a nice little reaction to happen. So here's what I do. It works great, super easy. It's just yet another option. So I got some of these sensitive skin Burt's Bees makeup remover wipes. I don't use this to remove my makeup, ironically, but I do use them to remove the makeup off of my lace front wigs. So here I have Ignite, my beloved Ignite. This baby, man, I wear this poor thing out. I wear it almost every day. Now that the weather's changing, I'm starting to kind of rotate a couple others into my rotation, but on work days, I'm wearing Ignite. So I do have some makeup on here. Now, it's not as much as sometimes I have seen because I do clean this one pretty often. But I don't know if you can see, but I do have some makeup here. And I would want to clean that off before I wore Ignite again. So you just put your wig, you have this in your hand. I just put it behind, have some so it will go behind the lace, and then you have the front portion that you're going to clean the lace with. And what I do is I just kind of try to remove, you know, the hair out of the way, and I just kind of gently kind of go back and forth, you know, or in circles on both sides, and just start cleaning the lace. Already I'm seeing the residue. So just be careful. Don't stretch your lace out, you know, and I know you'll be careful. And so basically, you know, that's all I do. And I just make sure that, because most of that, you know, is from the inside of the lace back here, because that's the part that is sitting against your makeup on your skin. So I just make sure that I'm kind of just gently moving that back and forth. Already, I know you probably can't see this in the light. Probably not. But there's quite a bit. Actually, it's a little dirtier than I thought it was going to be. And so that's what I do, is I just kind of use it on the underside, find another clean space on the actual makeup wipe, and I just move it along my lace. And that's what I do. I don't know if you can see this. I do have quite a bit of residue on here from the makeup. Probably couldn't see that because of the lights. So there you go. There is another option for you. All right. So there you go. There is my lace. It's nice and clean. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. I appreciate when you guys reach out to me, because sometimes I just don't think about sharing something with you guys. It's, you know, not that I wouldn't or I don't want to. It's just, I don't know, I just don't think about it. So, you know, thank you for that. And I hope that this gives you guys another option to clean the lace fronts on our wigs. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you real soon.